So welcome back to part 2 of what I've got planned for my whiskey barrel. So the story is, bought myself a whiskey barrel from a local reclamation yard, and I've decided I'm going to put it in the garden, and I wanted to see if you guys could guess what I'd got planned for it, and I had over 500,000 views for it on episode 1 or part 1 of this project, so a lot to live up to. I've had to buy myself a couple more supplies for this project. Main one being that griller bucket, which actually fits perfectly on the end of this whiskey barrel, but not when it's in the ground. You saw me jump on it, got it nice and cozy and lovely in the ground there, thinking I'll just slide the whiskey barrel on the end, and job's a good one. Turns out it was slightly distorted, so it wouldn't go on, so I had to lift it out, tap it on, playing here like I think I'm part of Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Turns out I don't have a musical bone in my body, but it's on there nice and snug, nice and tight. Drop the whiskey barrel in, and then what I'm going to do, level it up. Got to make sure it's level. Lots of people put in the first video, make sure it's level. So yeah, all lovely, nice and level. Then the soil I took out a minute ago, I kept in the wheelbarrow, didn't dispose of it, and I've gone back round the barrel. I did this about 4 or 5 times, and each time going round using the ends of this fencing stake, knocking it in, make sure it's nice and compact, like you'd be putting in a post for a gate. Brushing up as I'm going along, tidying up. Then we've got a little bit of decorative gravel, that's just going around the edge, and then I'm going to tamp this down as well, just to make sure one extra little bit to keep it nice and tight. Then we've got to open the end up, the second end. So I've done the first end yesterday, the second one, all of it dropped to the bottom. I wasn't tall enough to reach into the bottom, so I had to use a pair of tongs from the barbecue, reach in there, then I wanted to hoover it out. Tried to lean in, couldn't reach, so I had to drop the hoover in, waz it around. This is an Evolution Power Hoover, great hoover. Nice and tidy, looking lovely. Now I'm filling it up with water. So all them people who said, are you building an ice bath? Are you building a plunge pool? Well, here is your answer. Here is me, bit self-conscious, a bit body conscious, but I'm just about to take the plunge into my ice bath made out of a whiskey barrel. So that's how the Stone Ranger builds himself a whiskey barrel. And the reason it's got a bucket in the end, I'm too tall to fit inside a whiskey barrel as standard. So I had to bury it a little bit and make it a bit longer. There you go. I lasted about 20 seconds in there, and I had my dressing gown on hand to get me nice and warm. And I go, oh, thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to see what's coming next.